Maybe reacting to a video from Grant Cardone. He said that buying a house is the worst investment you will ever make in your life. And contrarily, you said that buying a house is the single greatest purchase in your life. Can you expand why you disagree with that, with Grant?
Sure. I think Grant uses that as a ploy to get people to invest in his funds. And, the largest single purchase anyone's going to make in their lifetime is buying a home.
Yes.
Unless you're in the real estate space. And that home, forget the fact that it's going to appreciate, depending on where it is, because it could depreciate, in some of these tougher markets. But even markets like St. Louis, Missouri, and Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Memphis, and Jacksonville, and all over Ohio, where the markets have been beat up, Detroit, those houses are still appreciating. Maybe they're appreciating at single-digit numbers, but they're still appreciating. And having a home, having a family, having children, having memories, and at the same time, you're building equity and you're paying down your debt is, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, is the single greatest thing that you can do. Because forget the fact that it's going to be a financially successful transaction for you. Think about all the memories that you make in your home. Think about your home. Think about growing up. Think about what it was like. Okay.
True.
Think about sitting around, and having dinner with your family, or Thanksgiving. These are just things that you can't change. This is the single greatest benefit that you can have by living in this country and every other country. Why are they building homes in every other country? Why is there a shortage of housing everywhere? Because people all want to own a home. Now, Grant, maybe Grant is trying to steer you into taking the equity that you'd buy in a home and put it into one of his deals, or become a renter in one of his deals and put your money into one of his deals. I don't know what his personal, thoughts on that. But I can only come up with my summary of what I think he's trying to do. What did we build this country on? This country is built, it's a melting pot.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of immigrants that came to this country and built this country, built buildings, bridges, dams, all these highways, all these people. And, we changed those. We changed the way this country is. And at the end of the day, we went home and we sat with our family.
That's absolutely true.
And we built a unit, and then we built a neighborhood, and we created all these things together.
Before I was born, my parents were working multiple jobs and they were jumping from apartment to apartment. But by the time I was born, they finally bought a house. But I remember growing up, we didn't have a lot of money, but we had food, we had a roof over our head, we had great memories. And I did have a lot of friends who didn't even have a house to go to, a home to go to. And I remember the difference in their life. And I'm looking back at it now, just because they had the instability regarding their home, I saw them make a lot of bad choices in their life that led them to unfortunate outcomes in their life. But luckily for me, at least, I still had a place to go home to. And you just remind me of that. And that was actually very powerful. I think it's important to buy a house, not only for the asset, but the memories you're going to create for building a foundation for your family. That's something that we're forgetting today in America.
Everything's built on family.
Yes.
Why are so many people, why are sports teams so successful? Because the individuals on the team, they play as a family. When forget soccer, football, American football. Okay, you have 11 players. Every player is doing something, but when you come together, okay, you're one unit. Okay, and they're a family. And what's been lost is with this mentality that, I can succeed without, I don't need this, I don't need that. You still need a family. You still need someone to support you. You still need someone to say, hey, you know what? I'm sorry that you didn't make it, but, you're going to make it the next time. Or, why was Reggie Jackson such a successful home run hitter? Because he struck out a lot of times. Because he got up and he took a swing. If you don't swing, and if you don't have family around you to support you, you're not going to be pushed. You're not going to be driven. No.
And also, I think also for men, especially as we grow up, I think family is something that gives us purpose in life. And I believe we, as a society, we don't focus, we don't base our society. Unfortunately, what I see, there's a moral decay. There is a lack of focus on family based on what I've seen so far. Hopefully, people can get back to it. But yeah, there are sometimes what I see online for a lot of guys who don't have purpose, motivation to do anything productive. There's no motivation for them to start a family. And I think that's a great idea for guys. Hey, look, go strive to go buy a house. That will incentivize you to start a family and give you some purpose every single day, to get up every single morning and do what you have to do.